Hello and welcome to our workshop video of the ASD subject. So in this workshop, we will talk about the basic concept of continuous integration and also continuous delivery and deployment. So first, let's talk about the continuous integration, which is normally called CI. CI is a process of automating the build and testing. So it's basically what we have done in the last two workshops. So in the week 3 workshop, we have done this pipeline setup. It's basically automating the build process, and also in workshop of week 4, we have done automated testing. So that's actually putting the testing process into the CI process as well. Normally CI is done every time a team member commits change to a version control. So what we have seen in the previous videos, whenever there is a change in GitHub, that will trigger the CI process to rebuild the whole thing. Okay, and normally each integration is verified by an automated build. So through this process, you can detect integration errors as quickly as possible. You don't need to wait until the last minute of the project delivery. And most of the software development teams find that this approach leads to significantly reduced integration problems. So you find most of the errors before you integrate your part into the whole project. That actually highly reduce the problem occurring during the integration process. Okay, that's quite useful, especially in the context of DevOps, and most of the companies actually use this process. Okay, here are some practices for CI. First, normally you maintain a single source of repository. In our subject, all group members should work on the same GitHub repository. Maybe you can host that project by your group leader. And also, first we need to automate the build as we have done in the pipeline setup. And also, everyone commits to the mainline every day. Maybe not every day, every several days, at least per week. You commit a new version, and then you can rebuild the things to check if there is any errors, and then every commit should build the mainline. So we need to fix broken builds immediately. Once you get any errors from the build, you need to fix it before you move on. Okay, and normally when you do the automated testing, try to create a new branch or a clone if you have a production environment. But in our project, that's okay. Just create a new branch, maybe called a test, and then merge the branch into main when you finish the test. Okay, and finally, when you finish the CI, you can proceed to the automate deployment process. That's what we are going to talk later. Okay, normally we can use this circle, force this circle to represent the process of the CI. So first step is develop. That's where you write code. But from the very beginning, please use test-driven development, what we call TDD in software development, and create unit tests. And then you can decompose features into stories. Use version control to actually make sure that you commit every new features in a new version, and if there is any problem, you can roll back. The second stage is build. You automatically trigger the pipeline to build your whole project by commits, and you need to work out main branch. Every time you have a new branch tested, you can merge it into your main branch. And remember, you always need to test from end to end. And the last stage is to do the deployment ring. It's a it's a ring circle, and also you need to monitor and review any feedbacks from the users in practice. Some small tips or strategies in CI. First, use branch policies. Remember, we all have these GitHub repositories. Remember to use branch policies for each member, and also maybe you can use branch for each new feature. And remember to create a team process. So how should you name all the branchings? How you do the whole merging process? Who will review the merge? And also unit test is necessary. Try to remember that. And design the unit test from the very beginning of your design. And security is very important. Think about security early. You probably haven't considered security in your software development until now. We will have more detail introduced in the later workshops. But if you are aware of this thing, think about the code security and also the whole software security when you design the software. Okay, so that was about CI. Now we continue to talk about some the concept of continuous delivery. So continuous delivery is a discipline where you build software so that it can be released to production at any time. You achieve CD by CI, and you build all executables or other binaries and run automated tests during the CI process, and then finally you can deliver and release your product. Okay. Normally you will see two different terms which are all mentioned as CD. One is continuous delivery and the other is continuous deployment. These two concepts are slightly different, and most of the time we are using continuous delivery to refer to CD. Generally speaking, continuous deployment focuses on the development and the actual installation and the distribution of the bits. During deployment, the application binary packaging can traverse the topology on where the application or application infrastructure needs to serve. In traditional cases, continuous deployment focuses on the automation to deploy across different environments or clusters or your different computing clusters. Okay. So continuous, on the other hand, continuous delivery means that you can do frequent deployments, but may choose not to. Generally speaking, continuous delivery is the automation of steps to safely get changes into production. So whenever you have some changes, think about whether you want to actually release it as a product. So sometimes even you continuous deployment a lot of different things, you may choose only release some of them. Okay. The decision of doing continuous delivery normally is a result of the business needing. So you according to the business requirement, you decide whether to actually deliver the different versions. Okay. The goals of continuous delivery, low risk releases. You can do continuous and incremental releases because you always tested and build small things through the CI process, and then and because everything is automated, you can have faster time to market, higher quality of codes, and lower cost, better products, happier team, because everything is automated. Okay, there is a reason that CI/CD is often mentioned together. Having a pipeline of artifacts to be deployed in a safe manner is software delivery in a nutshell. So in a project, only have a single artifact that was created once every few months, or just a few nodes to deploy it will actually require a lot of downtime during maintenance. That was not how this software in development industry running as at present. So that was a past. So CI and CD is a crucial of current DevOps. So you need to remember that this is a core ideas in this subject as well. Okay. Briefly, introduction to some mainstream continuous delivery method. First one is sequential rinse, means that stage code and deploy to pockets of reviewers, often referred to as controlling the blast radius. And also the other method is blue-green deployments. So you can switch server with a load balancer or traffic manager. In case of failure, switch the server back. So you have one server in product environment and the other as a backup. And also the other way is feature flags. It is used to control what can be used. For example, you have a feature, you're not so sure, you can run it for the test environment, and then if there is anything, any problem, you can turn off and then turn on when you fix all the problems. Okay. Finally, product deploy environment. So in our demo later, you will see that we actually deploy to the Microsoft Azure Cloud. You can actually deploy to different environments. For example, you can use your own machine or a virtual machine, or you can deploy your software to a container environment such as Kubernetes, and also you can deploy your software to any serverless or cloud environment such as Azure or AWS. That's both supported by DevOps. Okay, so this is a concept of CI and CD. It's very basic concept. Hope you can get a brief idea of what is CI and CD. In order to get deeper understanding of this concept, you need to actually do your hands-on labs and also implement this CI/CD process into your own project to actually get familiar with these things. Okay, thanks for watching this video. See you next time.